Howdy affiliates, Alex from Affiliate Valley here. Why do you think I'm dressed like this? Because today we're going to be talking about farming. Yeah, not that kind of farming. We're going to be talking about farming of Facebook accounts. We'll cover the basic terms, main strategies, common mistakes to avoid, blah blah, very useful, so stay tuned. But before we begin, we're going to show you a tiny but a very useful ad. Why? Because advertising is fundamental. So today's video is sponsored by Leadbit. Leadbit is a CPA network, it's an internet agency, and it's a platform, a smart platform for affiliates. With Leadbit, you will have access to hundreds of exclusive offers from multiple very profitable verticals like gambling and betting, like dating, like finance, and many others. Leadbit provides its partners with all kinds of tools for successful work. For example, a powerful API, free translation of creatives, real-time custom reports, and many more. Get more with Leadbit. And we are back to our farm. So in 2021, Facebook is still the major source of leads for affiliates. Seriously, not Google, not all the advertising platforms combined, they don't compare to it. So if you're an affiliate, you will probably have to start working with it if you want to get your hands on all those juicy leads. But as a monopolist in the ad area, Facebook doesn't like you, seriously. Regardless of what offers you are promoting, whether it's a cat cafe in Tokyo or an online casino in Europe, it's not a matter of if your ad account will be blocked, it's a matter of when. So what does it mean? It means that affiliate media buyers who rely on big traffic volumes for their ad campaigns and who cannot afford to have their campaigns stopped, they have no other option but to create multiple Facebook ad accounts. So the process of getting those ad accounts is called farming. And today we're going to be talking in detail about what options you have, where you can get those accounts, and how to not get screwed in the meantime. So in 2021, Facebook is going rogue on advertisers of all kinds. Since they have the monopoly, as I've already mentioned, they don't love you. They're not interested in your profits because there are just so many advertisers in the whole world. For affiliate media buying teams, it means that they need a stable flow of new accounts, which means that account farming becomes like the foundation of a media buyer's job. There is an important point to make here. Facebook has an intricate, very sophisticated anti-fraud system, which means that it doesn't allow for multiple account creation. Basically, it means that if you want to create a Facebook account, it needs to look like and smell like and quack like an account of a real person. Long story short, account farming is a very time-consuming activity. This is why in big affiliate media buying teams there are special departments whose sole responsibility is to create accounts, warm them up, and to keep that stable flow of accounts coming for media buyers to work with. But if you are not a big affiliate team, not a part of a big affiliate team, if you are a solo affiliate, probably you won't be able to spend as much time on farming of new accounts, so you will need alternative ways to find Facebook accounts to run your campaigns. So today we're going to be listing several ways how you can get it, whether you're a big team or you're a solo affiliate. Number one, it's all kinds of illegal shit. It's brute force accounts and it's logs. What does it mean? Hackers stole access to Facebook accounts of real people. How this happens, for example, a person leaves their email with which they've registered to Facebook, they leave it somewhere online. Hackers get access to it and then they brute force the password. It means they use special kind of tools, special programmatic tools to find a password for that account. Such accounts can be bought online in special groups for hackers, but I really do not recommend that because that's super bad for karma. Additionally, if you buy those accounts online, you can never be sure if that's like a legit thing, because the same applies for logs. It means that somebody got access to the browser information of a particular person, and there they found the cookies from their Facebook page. In those cookies, they can find all the information about the browser activity of the person, about what they do on their Facebook page, and in such a way they can get access to it. Both of those types of accounts are pretty gray hat. Well, it's not gray hat, it's black hat, and we really don't recommend that. But the most important thing here is that these are commonly used, but they are not very reliable type of accounts. The second option is to find a rented account, that is to rent an account from a real person. Such accounts, they have high trust from Facebook because they have a long history. They have a long history of activity there. People were leaving comments, they were communicating, posting pictures, and doing everything what people do on Facebook. So to get access to such an account, you will need the login data, so an email and a password. And such accounts are perfect to start advertising activity. So you have several options here. First, you can look online for people who are willing to rent their accounts. There are special online communities where people post information like that. And you have to consider the price. Usually it costs about $20 per week. Our recommendation is to pay not upfront, but after you've launched an ad campaign. After you've already bought some traffic, and then you pay a person for using their account. As I mentioned already, it's about $20 a week, and there are lots of communities where you can find people who are willing to do that. Another option here is to ask your friends and connections to share their account for a little bit. If you're not promoting some gray hat shit, people, I guess, will be willing to help out, especially if you're giving them beer or hug. The third option here is to farm an account, that is to create it yourself and to make it look like an account of a real person. This is the most intricate option because it's the most time consuming. As I've already mentioned, Facebook is very strict with its policies. It doesn't allow for creation of multiple accounts for one person. So you have to make an account look like it's an account of an actual human being. What does it mean? So here are the criteria that Facebook finds important. First, it's a lifespan of an account. If you're creating a new account, you cannot start running ads on it right away because an account will be most probably banned before you launch your first campaign. You need to make it rest for like 7 to 14, sometimes even up to 30 days. And during those 30 days, you need to be emulating an activity of a real person. What does it mean? Real people on Facebook have friends. It means that this account should be having friends. There are multiple ways on how you can get friends on Facebook. We'll post about it in an article which will be accompanying this video, link in description. As a real person, that account should be going to online communities, and it should be using this Facebook profile to authenticate in other apps. For example, I don't know, like Pinterest. An account should be leaving comments. It should be playing video games or having any other sorts of interactions on Facebook that real people have. So these are the important criteria of trust for Facebook. So you have to be doing that for about 30 days, and after that, your account will be getting trust from Facebook. The fourth option is to buy a farmed account from a special farming solution. Many affiliate teams who do not have a farming department, they buy accounts from special companies or like small businesses that whose sole activity is to farm and then resell Facebook accounts to run ad campaigns. So in those bot accounts, there are all kinds of accounts which I've already mentioned. You can find any of them, so those can be auto-registered accounts, registered with some kind of programmatic solution. There can be stolen accounts, which were brute forced. There can be farmed accounts with emulated real user activity. And basically there can be a combination of them. So what's really important here? There are several points to remember not to get screwed when you're buying Facebook accounts online. First of all, some farming companies, some farming solutions, they are not really trustworthy. They can be selling accounts to multiple affiliate teams or to multiple affiliates. The second problem is that sometimes it can be just scammers. So they tell you that they're gonna provide you with login data to a Facebook account, but in fact they end up just getting your money and you get screwed. And there is no Facebook police to which you can go and complain that your fake account was actually fake. So these are like serious problems when you're buying accounts. So how can you overcome them? First of all, if you're working with traditional, like typical CPA offers, which you got in a CPA network, you can consult the CPA network and you can ask them, first of all, about farming service, like a trustworthy source of Facebook accounts, because this issue is very common, this problem is very common, and all affiliates who are working with Facebook need that. So a CPA network probably knows a trustworthy source of Facebook accounts. Secondly, you can look through multiple online communities. There are many Telegram chats and there are Facebook groups. Funny, what an irony. There are Facebook groups where people post information about where to find a trustworthy source of Facebook accounts. We will be leaving links in the article accompanying this post to the sources of accounts which we personally find really trustworthy, who've been recommended by several CPA networks with whom we are partners. And last but not least, you should really explore the opportunity of renting accounts. We find it the most convenient because usually if you are renting an account, it has the most trust from Facebook and usually it's ready to start running ads. The only problem to consider here is that you have to trust the person from whom you are renting an account, because there are certain owners of Facebook accounts which are a bit, well, let's put it this way, weird, and you can pay them and then they can change the password to their account and you won't have access to it. You will not have access to your ad account where all your campaigns are already launched. So you should be on good terms with the person with whom you are collaborating. But that's pretty much it. So that's pretty much it. No silver bullets, as always. You will find more information in the post. The link is in the description, as I've already said. And guys, 2 things which you can do right now to make my heart sing is you can do this and you can do this. And you can have a great day. Ciao.